Well, we got very, very lucky. This 7-month-old cub was lying out in the open, and that alerted us to some other pride members. There's one just above it, of a similar age, possibly a brother or a sister. There we go, hidden in the bush. And interestingly, we just got a glimpse of one small cub. Now, I'm not certain whether it's the smallest small cubs or the bigger small cubs, but it walks straight past that individual, so it would be interesting to know if the smallest cubs have been introduced to their bigger cousins. But I haven't seen... Oh, here's a lioness coming up from the bottom right. Let's see if we can work out what lioness that is, if that's the mother of the smallest cubs. She's got a little scar below her left ear, and I think I got a glimpse of it there. And what that hopefully means is her tiny little fluff balls won't be too far behind, hopefully following her. Or they could already be up there where she's heading towards. Either way, good prospects. Let's hope that she calls them out from wherever they're hiding. She may have stashed them away, having just nursed them. Time will tell. That is kind of roughly where the little cub that we did get a glimpse of came from. It headed from right to left. It's in the opposite direction she's heading towards now. They could be stashed away just about anywhere. When she found them this morning, they were stashed in quite a measly little thicket, to be honest. And I was astonished that she had chosen that spot to stash them away. It wasn't a very elaborate bush for them to hide in, or a crevice for them to sneak away from other predators in. But a stroke of fortune that we've got to see them in what can be quite a tricky area to get views of them. Hello to Mike. You would like to know if lion prides are enemies with one another. Ferg, I'm just going to ask you to zoom out quickly, because all these butterflies coming past is quite beautiful. And yes, most certainly, they will fight fiercely for territories, and they are not very welcome to intruders. How it will often work, though, is that the males will compete with males. How awesome are all these butterflies streaming past? Hundreds of them. So how it usually works, Mike, is that lioness will compete against other lioness. So the lioness will have their territories of their prides, and then the males will compete with other males. So they're kind of two different battles that are going on, one between males and one between females. And often how it works is that males will have maybe 3 or 4 prides of females within their large territory, depending on how powerful the coalition is. Beautiful. Let's see what the lioness is back up to now. She's in a good spot there. So yes, it's something that we will, I'm sure, capture at some point, Mike, some interaction and turf warfare between the lion of this area, but so far we're still just working out where their territories begin and end. Please call out your little cubs. Let me actually double check if it's the right lioness. No, it doesn't appear to be the correct lioness. So that is possibly, I didn't see a distinct scar to the left of her ear or below her ear. Oh, here we go, Ferg. There's a youngster coming out towards the one you're on. If you go left, there we go. You see, now I'm not certain whether these cubs are the smallest ones. It's so difficult to be sure. But still an adorable little furball nonetheless, playing with its older cousin. John, as soon as this action subsides, we will be certain to give you a landscape view. That is your request, and the landscape is absolutely marvelous around us. We're in a spectacular part of the Mara here, and very, very fortunate to consider this the doorstep of our playground. Hi, Roshni. You're interested to know if the predators' hunting techniques have changed since the migrations arrived. And yes, I think, for those lions who are lucky enough to be in the areas where the migration has reached, their hunting techniques have become simplified in that it's very easy for them. If they just lie in wait, often something will come running past them. So it's easy pickings. They'll be spending less time hunting. But in terms of the actual techniques and takedowns, the stalkings, it's probably fairly similar to business as normal. It's just that they've got far more opportunities. This pride of lion has yet to realize the benefits of the migration. And at this stage, it'll be a couple of weeks until the migration reaches here. John, there's at least a little teaser of the scenery that we're in. Thanks, Ferg. And one of my favorite things is watching lions slink through this golden grass. Bushes like that, not ideal, but there we go. That's a bit better. A window of opportunity. Now, where is this lioness missioning off to? I wonder what her plans are. Well, while she disappears, I'm just going to ask Ferg to pan all the way to the left, to the end of your range, because it's a beautiful, beautiful view out there to the left. The right is also good. But there's a large herd of giraffe that I want to have a look at to the left, folks. Hello to Andy. There we go. Beautiful. It's quite a large journey of giraffes off to the south of us. Andy, you would like to know why would one lioness spend time away from the pride? And at this stage, my theory is that they are concerned about introducing their very small cubs to the bigger cubs in the pride, knowing that their rough and tumble may injure them. So that is one possible reason. A lot is unexplained in this area regarding the lion dynamics, and having chatted to some researchers, they informed us that, especially in the Mara Triangle, where we are based, and the Mara Reserve, which is on the eastern side of the Mara River, which is another area we traverse, the lion dynamics are far more fluid than normal. And basically what that means is that the lioness within prides, when young lioness are born into a pride, in a normal scenario, they would stay with their pride. Whereas here in the Mara, they tend to bombshell quite a lot and create their own breakaway prides. So it's something that we can't answer fully just yet, but it is something we would like to try and get a better understanding of as to why and how the lions in this area operate slightly differently to lions in other parts of Africa. Now, the one lioness that was walking off, she's plonked herself under a tree in the shade at about 10 o'clock there. There she is. She's accounted for, having a snooze in the shade there. And the other little cub that was visible, good move. It is getting hot. I would have done the same thing if I were you. And the other lions have now disappeared out of sight. So we're going to give it a few more minutes here, see if any more pop out. And in the meantime, send you back to Taylor, who is still in search of the partying birds.